Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for January 5th until the 11th. I went ahead and started you off with a scrying session. If channeled messages don't interest you, feel free to skip ahead to when I start pulling the Oracle and the Tarot for you. Or there are so many other wonderful tarot readers out there as well. So no harm, no foul. All right, diving right in, the first thing I was seeing for you, Scorpio, was a petal, just a single petal from the flower of life. Now, so it kind of looked like a seed. So the flower of life represents interconnectedness, unity, the divine blueprint of the cosmos, and creation. Next up, I was seeing a set of horns or antlers. These represent authority, strength, aggression, power, dignity, and fierceness. So walk ahead with some fierce intentions, Scorpio. I like it. So next, I was seeing a circle with a line through it. So this can be like a do not enter or no, don't do that. But it's interesting looking into that further. It is also the symbol of phi, which is the golden ratio that creates fractals, kind of like seashells that we see and all that. So that's really interesting. This symbol is also used in music, language. So I kind of feel like creativity might be called for because music and language, I was not expecting that to pop up. So that's kind of interesting. So you might be feeling a little creative knee-jerk reaction potentially. Next up, I was seeing an octopus with its limbs all kind of spread out. So you might feel like you've got a lot on the go at this time. However, the octopus represents intelligence, creativity once again, adaptability, intuition, and resilience. So I really like to see that. We're seeing intuition kind of showing up. We're talking about a lot of divine things like the phi ratio, the flower petal from the flower of life. Next, I was seeing a warthog. These cute critters, they represent courage, resilience, protection, growth. Now, seeing a warthog can indicate the start of prosperity, wealth, abundance coming in. And the warthog really has an importance of family and kinship. So that might be something that holds a lot of value for you at this time. Now, last thing I was getting for you, Scorpio, was a totem pole. It's interesting because the totem pole, they were meant to convey messages about, basically about band members within the community. It would talk about their identity, their traditions, their values, their history, their kinship, things like that. It also represents strength and community, family, right? One really interesting thing about the totem pole, when the colonizers first came by, they thought that the most important person was at the top of the totem pole. They thought it was like a pyramid kind of deal. Turns out that the most important member is on the bottom, because without the bottom, without the base, without a strong foundation, the whole pole would fall down. So something to keep in mind there. Now I've pulled a Shaman Oracle for you first. I'm just pulling a Herbiary Oracle for you next. And feel free, if you're curious about the full month ahead of January, I have those readings all out and about for you, as well as the readings for the full year of 2025 coming up for you. So feel free to check those out if that interests you. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really does help out the channel. I do appreciate your guys' support and your love. Okay, so we've got our oracles all ready to rock and roll. We're just going to get into the Manga Tarot here. Just going to pull a couple of these and then we're going to dive right in. I will be clarifying all the tarot that I pull as well. Just a couple more shuffles. Beautiful. And once again, this is for Scorpio for the 5th until the 11th. One more shuffle. Okay. Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know? Okay, interesting. All right, so starting off, it looks like you've got the Hunter of Conflict coming up for you. Interesting. We've got a little spearhead there showing up. So, I mean, Mars is currently retrograde, so there could be little conflicts and things like that coming up. We'll dive in. We'll see what this has, what this holds in store for you, Scorpio. Now, for our herbiary, we are getting Just Be with oats. This balance here occurring with this stack of rocks. It's interesting. Stacks of rocks like this, they can be known as inukshuks. There's also other piles of rocks that we've built throughout history we refer to as, I think it's a cairn or a cairn, something like that. Now, these indicate guidance, like they're basically used as trail markers to like guide you on your path. Now, something here that's I feel very much called for is this intention of just stillness, being in the moment, taking the time to slow down when you need it, especially if there is conflicts coming up. It's definitely a good idea to stop and take a moment, take some deep breaths, and just relax. Treat yourself to that. Now, this mandala in the background, it's interesting. The mandala represents the self in its purest form, according to Carl Jung. So I really like to see that. I feel like we are truly in our best when we're just in the moment, right? All right. So this moves us into our quantum oracle. We were getting the number 6 for people. Hold up a moment. I do want to point out the number 6 here because for oats, you're getting 112. 12 is 2 6s. So you might want to look into that angel number potentially, 66, 666, 6,666, things like that. The number 6 talks about balance. I really like that with our balanced rocks. It talks about polarity, the balance within the polarities, union, alignment, harmony, love, and care. I like that with the loving woman showing up. This could be you. This could also be a guide that's kind of got your back, or this could be a person within your life, right? And gender doesn't really matter. This is a loving individual. All right, so we're going to dive into the tarot messages for you. I'm just going to be shuffling my Shadowscapes a little bit as we kind of dive in here. I'll just show you now. These are my Shadowscapes I'm working with. But it looks like you start off the week, Scorpio, with the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords talks about ideas kind of running through your mind. You might be networking, kind of going through your options, brainstorming, things like that. Now, it's interesting, the Knight of Swords can indicate conflicts arising with this Hunter of Conflict showing up as well. We will dive in and clarify just to see what the deal is, but I see you moving on into the Three of Wands. I see you standing at the top of this cliff here. You're looking at these boats here in the harbor, waiting for the right ship to come in, is kind of the vibe here. You're looking for... I get that you're kind of looking for something more purposeful, something that really fills your cup, because I feel like maybe some things you've been doing have not been doing that for you. But whatever it is that you're thinking here, oh, this is interesting. Whatever it is that you're moving on from here, this Knight of Swords, this path that you're searching for, it leads you into the world. Beautiful. This is talking about this realization of this unlimited beauty in the world, its abundance, fulfillment, its wholeness and freedom. I really like this, especially with the Phi symbol showing up for you, as well as the seed from the flower of life. And I really want to point out here in our Three of Wands that the Three of Wands, this individual is holding a book. In the World card, we see this individual here on the top of the world. They're holding that same book. Interesting. So I feel like whatever opportunity is coming your way, I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of abundance, a lot of freedom, right? That's what we want in this life. Why are we here if not to be free and joyful, right? All right. So we're moving into the Shadowscapes, and we're going to take a peek, get a closer look at this week for you, Scorpio. Spirit, what is the Knight of Swords for Scorpio? Ooh, okay. It's confirmed by the moon. This evolutionary phase that you're in. We'll take another one, Spirit. And the Two of Cups. So this Knight of Swords talking about ideas, brainstorming, and it can also indicate conflict. We can see they're kind of on this, it's kind of hazy here, a little shaky ground, you know? And being confirmed by the moon, it feels shaky. The moon is kind of this in-between phase. You're kind of in between worlds of, I used to love this, but I no longer love it anymore. And now I don't know what I love. But the beautiful thing about the moon is it opens us up to this unlimited possibility, this unlimited potential. You're open to a ton of new experiences, a new way of being. Now, I will say, be wary in the first part of the week. I feel like this kind of uncertain energy, this could cause you to potentially feel a little raw in your emotions, is what I feel called to say here. So just be mindful. If you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, take a moment, take your deep breaths, relax, be with it, breathe it out, right? And you're going to make it through. Because the moon here is confirmed by our Two of Cups. This talks about a divine union. So, I mean, yes, this could be love coming in for some of you guys, especially with the loving woman showing up. If you're in a relationship, it looks good. However, the Two of Cups, it really talks about this balance, this harmony within ourselves between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, this balance between being and doing, right? And this feels really good. This feels like a more positive, harmonious mindset for you at this time, Scorpio. Because it moves you into the Three of Wands. You're kind of leaving this uncertainty behind, I feel. Like you've obtained balance through this hard situation. It doesn't feel like extremely difficult. It just feels a little foggy, I guess. Spirit, what is the Three of Wands? Interesting. So yeah, you're looking off into the distance, searching for a new opportunity, waiting for a ship to come into your harbor. And this is confirmed by the Page of Pentacles. This is prosperity. Whatever ship you're hopping on, it's the one. And the Page of Pentacles is this learning kind of energy. Whatever opportunity this is, you're curious about it, and it looks good on you. Curiosity is an easy thing to lose the older we get. I'm not even joking. So keep that curiosity. Be excited to learn more, you know? I don't know, I do love learning. And I feel like this feels really good. It feels exciting. It feels like a new adventure for you. Now we're going to take one more, Spirit, for the Three of Wands. Ooh, okay. Confirmed by the Hermit. We love the Hermit. So the Hermit refers to Virgo. I should mention also the Moon referring to Pisces. These could be individuals you're energetically attached to, potentially. Now, the Hermit showing up, this talks about going inward and obtaining answers, kind of going in on your own, kind of looking deeper within, going to the top of the mountain to seek out this lantern of wisdom. So I really like the Hermit with the Page of Pentacles here. Like, it's like you're learning more about the world around you, but you're also taking the time to balance with that Two of Cups. You're not just learning about the world around you, you're learning about the self, because I think you're understanding the interconnectedness of the universe, the world, right? Because especially with the, I've got to bring it up again with the Phi symbol, with the fractals and the flower of life showing up, as above, so below. I think understanding yourself as well as the world around you is going to allow you to, I guess, piece together certain puzzle pieces you've been hanging on to for a while and you haven't really known what to do with them or how they fit. Is kind of a message I'm getting for some of you guys. But this takes you into the world, this fulfillment, this freedom, this wholeness. Gorgeous. Spirit, what is the world? Ooh, it's the Knight of Cups. You're a seeker. You're on a mission of the utmost importance. The Knight of Cups is one of the Grail Knights from the legend. He is on the hunt for the Holy Grail, like the Holy Grail. This feels really important. This feels like you're charging forward. It feels like you understand, I have so much to learn, but you're not scared of it. Like, it's like, oh man, I'm only halfway through this journey, this spiritual journey or whatever. And like, you're just rolling with it. You're like, good, I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to see what else there is out there for me, right? Oh, dang. Okay. And that's confirmed by the Magician. Stunning. This is amazing. This is so powerful here, Scorpio. By the end of the week, the world, this attainment, this beauty, this freedom, this wholeness on your path, on your journey, that you're on a serious mission. You're on a mission from God, to quote the Blues Brothers. And it leads you into the Magician. This is manifestation of goals. It's powerful. You've mastered the suit of the tarot. I love this. I see the lantern from the Hermit here, and there's the lantern again on the Magician. Whatever you've learned here, you're able to apply it in a way that is going to boost you and bolster you and put you on top of the world, is kind of what I'm getting here. Now, I will say as well that it's like if you're in a relationship, once again, it looks really good seeing the Two of Cups here with the Knight of Cups. You might have someone chasing you, is kind of what I'm getting, because you look very vibrant at this time. Could be a loving man, could be a loving woman, loving person. We don't know. But this could also be you. I feel like you have a lot of love in your heart, and I honestly just feel like this energy, overall, it has a loving aspect to it. Like, I feel like this mission that you're on is one of love. You're leaving the negative stuff behind, the things that didn't work, and you're stepping more into a loving, more light type of vibe, type of vibration, right? And that's going to allow you to manifest the things you want with this Magician. And I do want to point out as well, family was very much being highlighted for you in your scrying messages. So yes, definitely reach out to friends, family, loved ones. Do what you need to do to get more into the vibration of love, because I think that's really going to help you with your manifestations this week. All right. I think that's going to do it for me now. But I hope you have a wonderful day, and I think you're going to have a freaking amazing week, Scorpio. So take care.